The first point, I think, has to do when Roosevelt was alive. He talked about an economic Bill of Rights, an economic Bill of Rights. You know, there's a lot of discussion now from my conservative friends about freedom. And you got many Republicans today, and this is really true, who not only oppose raising the minimum wage, they oppose the concept of the minimum wage, because their definition of freedom is that if you're in a high unemployment area and somebody will hire you at $3 an hour, that's freedom. Because the government is not involved, there is no minimum wage, and you and your employer have just worked it out, and you are working for $3 an hour. That's freedom. And if you are working 60 or 70 hours a week without overtime, that's freedom, because the government shouldn't be involved in mandating overtime, or if the working conditions in your establishment is terrible. That's freedom. Well, I think what Robert is talking about is a very fundamental and philosophical discussion that we need to have. If you today are unemployed and you don't have a job and you don't have any income, are you a free person? What does freedom mean? If you are sick and you can't get into a doctor's office, is that what freedom is about? And I think what most Americans understand, not all, to be sure, is that freedom is not just the right to vote every 4 years, although many of our Republican friends are working hard to disenfranchise many, many people. It's not just freedom of speech, especially at a time when the corporate world controls a lot of radio and television and the Internet. But freedom also means basic economic rights, that if you are one of the vast majority of the American people struggling to keep your heads above water, if you can't afford to send your kid to college, if you can't afford to pay your rent, your mortgage, are you really living in freedom? What does freedom mean? And I think there are other countries around the world that understand that economic security is an essential part of what freedom is about, that people have a right to have health care, that if you don't have a job, they have a right to a strong unemployment compensation system, that when you get old, you have the right to a strong retirement program, that if you are a baby, in a sense, you have the right to get good quality child care so you have a fair start in life. So I think, Robert raises a question, Tom, that, maybe at some point we could spend a whole program on, and that is, what does freedom really mean? And does it go beyond simply the political right to vote or the right to read what you want? That's freedom. That's important. People have fought and died for those freedoms. But I happen to believe that when you talk about freedom, you're also talking about economic rights as well. And FDR did talk about that.
That was a brilliant soliloquy.